Hey everyone, my name is John. I'm just going to be reviewing this rooftop tent. I've got the NaturNest rooftop tent. This can be purchased on Amazon. The price varies anywhere from $1,300 to $1,500 with additional shipping as well. So basically, let's go ahead and get into the tent. It's a clam style tent, so you can actually just push it up after unlocking two latches, and it is lifted up just by a hydraulic system, as you can see on the side. So this is about 53 inches wide and then 83 or 82 inches long. Can comfortably fit my girlfriend and I. I'm 5'11", she's 5'6". I should probably know that. So I think if you're over maybe the height of like 6'1", this may not be the tent for you unless you can, bend your legs a little bit, but I don't think you can by all means extend fully if you were over the height of like 6'1". Yeah, so far I really like the tent. The tent weighs about 173 pounds as it's listed. It took 3 people to lift this up and just put it on my Toyota 4Runner. I think you can get away with just using 2 people to get it up. Install should have taken about 45 minutes, but my roof rack ran into some difficulties just getting that on top. Install itself took about 2 hours. If you do have a low profile roof rack, then I definitely would recommend just attaching it to your crossbar and then installing the crossbar onto your roof rack, because reaching under there to get those brackets bolted in is just really a pain in the... It's staying on my vehicle for the season. Definitely not something that I would enjoy taking on and off after each trip. With the NaturNest tent, it does have a 2-channel system that I attach my awning to. As you can see, I do have a quick release from Ironman 4x4 on there attached to the 2-channel system. Going back to the tent itself, comes with a 7.5-foot ladder. Works really well, haven't had any issues. It feels really sturdy. It does have 6 pockets just on the panel and then 2 on each side, as you can see here. This does have an LED strip running across the top. It plugs into my USB power bank. That's a really nice touch. I really do like. Small imperfections regarding the stitching, but the mattress itself, it's a 2-inch foam mattress that I will probably be upgrading in the future, but underneath it is going to be this condensation mat, and then another, looks like, I want to say like a felt piece lining, and then beneath that is just going to be the aluminum shell. So not too bad. Then you have 3 windows here, each of them zip up, and then you have 2 ventilation holes here. It's definitely nice to have those 2 vents just for airflow. I definitely always keep one window open, and then it also comes with 2 shoe bags, which I think are pretty useless for my 4Runner. It's got the channels just on the back side, so I really can't slide those through. I just have my shoes sitting on top of my rear spoiler, which is fine. I'll probably end up just attaching those bags with the carabiner just attached to the side. So it has 2 crossbars that comes with it. You can attach accessories to the top. It only has 1 channel. I don't know the specific weight capacity that this tent has, but I'm pretty sure it's comparable to the other rooftop tents that are on the market. But yeah, I haven't had anything mounted on the top, but I plan on adding maybe a solar panel and then probably some traction boards. I'm not sure how strong those struts are, so I'll definitely try to keep it to a minimum. So road noise, that's a big question that probably a lot of people are going to ask. Yes, you will have some road noise. You're putting something that's 170 pounds just on the top of your vehicle, so yes, you will have some. Depending on where you put it, if it's too far forward or too far back, that can kind of vary. I had my tent in a certain position, it was whistling, and it had like a groaning noise just due to the wind. Moved it back, maybe 1 or 2 inches, made all the difference. My fuel economy did take a hit. It took about 1 miles per gallon down. That's to be expected. Yeah, I don't think that's a deal breaker for me. As far as setup goes, the tent, I can easily set that up by myself. I want to say in about 1 to 2 minutes, as you can see here. And then tear down will take a little bit longer, tucking everything in, whenever you're closing up the tent. As far as a hard shell tent goes, it's so much more convenient than having a soft shell tent. With a soft shell tent, I did feel like I have more space, definitely fit more people. The ease of having a hard shell tent was really just why I got this. You can really just pull over anywhere, unlock 2 latches, and then poof, your setup is pretty much done. Whereas a soft shell tent, you have to take off the cover, which is the most inconvenient part, unzip it, flip it over, and then, you know, open up your tent. I do like the space that it has to offer, but I definitely don't mind sacrificing a little bit of space for convenience. So pros, definitely going to be the cost. Cost. This rooftop tent itself cost about, I'm just going to say $1,600 at the time, just when it's all said and done with taxes maybe. Hardshell tents of this style with the 2-channel system will run you typically around $3,000 to $4,000 plus. Any quality control issues I may have, I kind of just don't really care because I saved that much money, because for the price of one decent tent that comes probably from the same country will cost the price of 2 of these tents. So I'll take that anytime. With Amazon's customer protection, I feel pretty safe that, you know, if things go south with shipment or anything like that, you will be taken care of. So the solid aluminum construction, I do feel like it's sealed decently well. The only issue that I may have with the sealing is whenever I'm trying to overstuff the tent. Can you close this tent with your sleeping bag and stuff in it? Yes, you can fit sleeping bags and pillows inside the tent, depending on how thick they are. So I had 2 sleeping bags, 2 pillows with the ladder, and was able to shut the tent. Granted, it did take a little bit of effort. With those things in the tent, I did find that the seal wasn't completely sealed, so whenever I was driving on the highway going through like a lot of rain, it was a little damp just on the outside. Mattress and everything like that, that remained dry. It was just basically water seeping in on the outside covering of the tent. Another pro definitely would be the storage. I feel like it has adequate storage, you know, the 6 pockets on the top panel, the 2 storage pockets on each side. So cons, with the cons of this tent, the mounting hardware could need some work, a little lower quality. Zippers do not feel like they're the highest of qualities, but they're not terrible. I know that's kind of hard to explain. If you get this tent, just know that zippers won't be the highest of quality, but they do get the job done, and I feel like this will last a long time if you do take care of it. So you can't go recklessly just pulling it. As far as the latches goes, it is kind of a pain just to push down the tent. In my case, just because I have a lot of stuff in there. I've seen other videos of people upgrading their latches just for a more easier close. The crossbars, there is a screw that attaches onto the side bracket that may prevent you from maybe sliding in a T-slot effectively. You might just need a little wiggle room there, or shimmy that in just a tad bit whenever you're sliding the T-slots through. The crossbars, they definitely look cool. The freight company that delivered it, the box was damaged quite a bit, so I'm not going to sugarcoat that one, but the tent itself came with just one minor imperfection up at the top, like a tiny dent, but that doesn't bother me whatsoever because I'm going to be driving this out across the country and whatnot. It's going to get dinged. It's not going to stay perfect, so the tent itself was packaged really well. It was wrapped really well. Just depending on the shipping company that delivers your tent, I think that's going to make or break on how happy you feel when the tent arrives. But yeah, my final thoughts. I strongly do recommend that you do get this tent if you are in the market for a hardshell tent. You'll save yourself a lot of money. Even buying a used one would be more expensive from another company. If you have money to blow to buy one of those tents, just think that you could buy 2 of these tents. If something goes wrong, just use parts from your second tent. If you want to buy this tent, you could go ahead and check out my description for the exact tent that I bought. I'll go ahead and leave a review on there as well. All right, everyone, so that wraps it up. Please let me know if you have any questions in the comments section. Don't forget to subscribe. This is my 2nd ever YouTube video just that I've had on this channel, so all the support would be really great, and I will see you guys in the next video.